The idea is that we continuously reincarnate to learn valuable lessons and gain knowledge, to subsequently reach a level of enlightenment, therefore being able to break the cycle of life, death, and rebirth and enter into, I assume, heaven or some sort of heavenly realm. Then, some people poke holes in the idea of reincarnation, right? My girlfriend, actually, she studies the Bible, but doesn't necessarily, associate with any particular religion. And she explained how basically, traditionally reincarnation is believed that a human can incarnate into various animals and plants. And she explained how, if a human being had incarnated into a plant, for example, or an animal, what lesson would they learn in that very short lifespan? Belief that we will continuously reincarnate, just may be an excuse to have infinite possibilities to live a just life. So how would we rectify the mistakes of our past lives? One could argue it's a punishment in and of itself to be incarnated into a creature bound by its physical limitations. Whereas if you believe in the Christian perspective, this is your one life. In your time, you will be judged after death, and your soul will be weighed as to whether it will be bound to the depths of hell for eternity or enter heaven. It would necessitate an aspect of determinism, that your next life is shaped by the character you possessed in your past life, which molds your current situation, and you simply react to it in accordance with your free will. Though I, again, believe that aspects of your free will themselves can be influenced in order to carry out somebody else's will, right? Being under the influence. Could one argue that the people in poverty as a whole are experiencing karma, right? Because who would want to be born into poverty or born into depression, essentially, right? So whether it's physical or emotional or psychological, there's this collective experience of suffering, right, throughout humanity and nature itself. The belief in karma would necessitate a ceaseless destruction and rebirth. To what end, right? So one could use the concept of karma to justify the mistreatment of others and say the reason they suffer is because they were a bad person in their past life. So again, these are just some holes I've seen in the idea of reincarnation and karma, but it may very well have some merit to it, right? In the same way, Christians traditionally believe that, when we die, we're judged by, our behavior in our current life, and that dictates whether or not we will go to heaven or hell or purgatory. Again, one could argue, were we living in accordance with our free will to begin with? And have we expressed our genuine self? But again, that doesn't justify people's behavior, claiming that they're predetermined by, their past and physiological changes in their brain that decided for them how they were to behave. I'm not justifying people's ill intentions. But that's just some questions about reincarnation.